Hello. See you around.
Oh, it looks like Halloween is over.
Lovely. 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 Lovely.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Looking for something specific? Have a good one. What can I do for you? See you later. I supply only the finest goods. Have a good one. Hey there. See you later.
Hey, Zelson.
Need something?
Just a little quick lunch stream. I was coding, and then I was waiting for someone to fix something, and they couldn't do it because they had to do something else, and I was doing the code review, and I'm like, you know what? Let me just take a lunch break. How's it going, Zelson? Yeah, Cargos. You know, Cargos goes through, and I was looking at his streams, Zelson, and he goes through and does the quests. You know me, I get tired of doing all the quests. He does the quests and tries to get, like, the best gear he can possibly... He plays hardcore as if he's playing regular WoW. Like, I'm trying to get, like, the best gear. I'm trying to get, like, everything that'll make it impossible for me to die, and I live life a lot more on the edge, you know. I don't do that. I'm not trying to get all the best buffs. I'm not trying to be an an alchemist. If I wanted to survive, I probably would have went engineering, to be honest, or alchemy. You know, I'm doing it in a little bit more difficult way, and I'm certainly not trying to get the best gear. I'm just trying to get serviceable gear. So to me, like, you know, as I've always said in any video game, but in MMOs, man, there you go. I just put it in the chat. Skill greater than gear. I'm not concerned about having the best gear. I'm just concerned about having okay gear. As long as my gear is okay, I'm fine. I'm ready to go. I am thinking about doing the
Safe travels.
Zerker quest. Right? I did look it up, and it looks like it's not that difficult. People are doing it at level 30. I'm 34, so it should be pretty easy. So I've never had Berserker. I mean, I don't even think I had Berserker stance on my Paladin back in... Maybe back in Vanilla, I'm not sure. I think I probably did have it, but I bet it was so long ago. This is a long-ass flight. Alright, dude. Yeah, I already ate. I ate a bunch of stuff. I ate a ham sandwich, ham and cheese sandwich, and then I just ate a little bit of Total cereal, and now I'm drinking a Coca-Cola. I was supposed to go out at lunch to run some errands, but I'm just not up for it. I have so much work to do. I'll probably just wait till my wife gets home and ask her if she wants to run out with me and get some stuff. And if she doesn't, I'll go by myself and do it. So, do you typically fight? This is my lack of knowledge with the warrior. I mean, do you even fight and like?
All happened.
Like, does Cargos? I'm curious if he's like in. We can't really see his stance, can we? He's got his stance hidden. It's off the bottom of the screen. You can't see it. Covered up by an overlay. Like this little piece of his screen, he's covered up. This little bottom part. Actually, yeah, he's put quite a few overlays. I do like how Cargos has the... I don't know how he does the animation. I hear he's watching the video of that druid that died. That was the one I watched yesterday. The little animation of like the fire embers like kind of flying in the air. I don't know how he does that. I have to ask him about that because I want to set that up in mine. That'd be cool. But yeah, this guy dies to this quest. Let's see what he says about it.
Let's take a look at this guy's character. He has a good amount of potions. He has Mongoose Elixir. You know he's a big pumper. He's got the Mongoose. He's got some kind of yellow potion I don't even have. I think he has Elixir of the Giants as well. Look at that 22-minute one right there. Looking good. 56 in the Plaguelands. Man. This is basically the zombie crypt area. Yeah, EPL. So, he's opening up on this guy, Morculio Filth Gorger. This is the dude I did ZF with the other day, by the way, if anybody watched that on my pally.
He does have a gouge.
Yo, Zahn, he actually knows about that trick too, Zahn. He does that. He jumps over the fence. Tommy Salami, world record holder Tommy Salami, Hardcore Community Cup number 4 champion, HCBR champion, says this is one of the hardest quests in the game. Jumps through the fence like a god gamer, heals, manipulating their pathing. Still kind of in a rough spot. Going back to bear form, drained his mana. Like, he knows all the fundamentals of druids. He's playing well. It's just tough quest. Very tough quest.
You might have to make a quick pit stop.
Yeah, man. Good timing.
Alright. I'm just
He still looks cool as a cucumber, right? Like, he's smiling, dude. Everything is good. I would be shitting bricks right now.
Get a pot.
If it was me.
Throw the heal up. Back into
He got a full mana bar again because he was chilling in bear for so long.
Got the hammer, and I can just run now if I want.
No, you can't run.
He can just run now if he wants.
He's wrong.
This is where he makes one fatal error,
This is where he makes
guys.
the fatal mistake.
Get your Fs ready.
Yeah, you cannot run and
low,
travel.
he has to make a decision. He wants to run.
Should have hit his sprint, but it wouldn't have helped. Should have hit his bark
This is a
skin.
fatal decision.
Yo, maybe I'm dead here, actually.
Look how quick it can go from 100 to 0, man. 1 second,
Oh my
you're on
God,
top
I'm
of the
actually
world. The textbook hands to face. 1 second, you're on top of the world. Mongoose Pot 56, feeling like a champion. Next second, you're dead. That could be us in an hour from now, guys. You never know. F's in the chat for our fallen level 56 druid, man. So the reason why this quest is so hard. Even said, what was I doing? Yo, he played it good, man. He played it fine. It's just, he said in hindsight, if instead of running away, he decided to hop over the fence again and keep milking their pathing over and over again, he would have survived. He might have, but I really don't blame him for this. Like, this takes massive balls to even go for that quest.
Yeah, I talked about this video yesterday, and I said the same thing. I said even if he would have stayed, fought those mobs, it would have been close. But I'm saying, like, if he hamstrings, I mean, he's got, I believe, it's been a long time since I played Feral. But if he has anything that can slow down the movement of those mobs, it looks like he's got bark skin. I don't understand why he just doesn't pop bark skin, shift into travel form, hit sprint, and just sprint out of there. But I don't know. I mean, like I said, I can't really say if that would work because I haven't played Feral in so long. That's the cool thing about hardcore too, is it makes you really have to think about how would you get away from certain situations. And if you haven't played those classes recently or at all, you're not really going to know. You're not really going to have, I mean, you'll have an idea. Like, I have many of ideas, but I can't say for certain what would happen. Now, if it was a paladin that's different. I would know exactly what to do in every situation because I played the paladin so much. I'd know. I'd be like, oh, I can do this, I can do that. I'm dead, I'm not dead. I would know. But again, you know, in that situation, I just don't know. Same thing with the warrior. Like, I'm going to pick up the berserker stance. I don't even know if I can do the quest. I mean, I should be able to, but I don't really know. And I think that's the scariest part, is doing stuff that you haven't done before, because you just, you know, you're just taking it on. You know, you're just guessing. You're just using your best guess, an educated guess. Say, well, maybe this mob's level 6, you know, is level 30. I'm level 28 or level 30. I should be able to kill him, but who knows? Maybe I can't. Maybe he hits harder than some other mobs. Some mobs hit a lot harder than others. Morladim is a 35 elite, and I'm telling you right now, he hits way harder than you would expect. Like, when you go against Morladim, he will crush you. Whoa. 25 DPS, 15 strength. Look at that big look at that big stick. Now that's what I'm talking about. That's a pretty good damage weapon. She didn't have what I was looking for. He doesn't either. Bronze tube. So as we can grab that, we can go ahead and do the Look to the Stars quest in Darkshore. Duskwood, Darkshire. Darkshore, Duskwood, Darkshire. There's so many darks in this game. This area is way too high level for my fishing skill. I have to go get my hair cut. I'm gonna have to go get my hair cut probably tomorrow. I have a wedding on Thursday to go to. So I'm actually off Thursday, this Thursday. Which means I'll probably be streaming early Thursday. No necklace, no helm. I still have no helm, which just drives me insane. You know what's funny is how few MMOs actually have boats like this. How many MMOs do you know of where you actually get on a boat? I mean, there's a few. I mean, you know, Final Fantasy, different MMOs have some, but I think it's one of the cooler things. I like, you know, and also like Skyrim, how you like might pay a horse and wagon to give you a ride somewhere, or you might rent a horse. I think those mechanics are really great for MMOs. I think they lend a lot of immersion to the game. I wish we'd see more of it. Oh, sweet.
You are too kind.
Shit, fatigue. Didn't consider fatigue. But we should be fine. You can see the fatigue's gonna end right here, yeah. But again, this is stuff I don't really do. Like, I don't really know this quest. I've probably done it in my life like once. So whenever I get into these situations where I'm kind of doing something for the first time, I'm always a little nervous. I'm like, well, I don't really... Is that wreckage in the water? I don't think it is. Some sort of floating piece of wood. Almost looks like wreckage, but it's not, is it? No.
Can I help you? See you around. See you later.
Oh, they actually give you a lot of time between fights. I thought it would be longer, you know. So you can actually eat in between fights, it looks like. I'm not even, I mean, these guys are nothing. I'm not even taking any damage, hardly. Look at that parry. I want to kill this dwarf over here who's laughing because it's that laugh is so annoying. Is it this one?
Well met.
Comes Big Will. Let's see what you got, Will.
Lovely.
You ain't got nothing on me, Will.
Greetings. Have a good one.
Now how do I get back to land? Land ho! just texted me here. What's this? I don't know why I came to this darn ass. I just thought I'd dump a few things off in the inventory, but I really don't have that much junk in my inventory. I would have been better served just to go somewhere else and burn off some of these buffs. By killing mobs, that would have been my better option, but that's alright, we're already here. Let's go ahead and clear out some of this inventory stuff. That was pretty much it. Just a few things. Can't believe I went all the way over here just to do that, but that's alright. 34. I don't think there's anything else we need to do while we're here. Cookies, first aid's pretty much almost maxed. But we need the book. Cooking, we have to do the quest. Blacksmithing's okay for now. Mining's okay for now. Where do we want to go to? We can go to, I think Theramore's probably too high level. Fairless. You know what? Let's go to Fairless and just grind some more iron ore, hopefully. And then we can make our helmet. Long flights. He's gonna put a highlight clip. I don't understand how people with these videos and there's no sound. I don't hear anything.
Oh. Oh. Thank you, little priesty. Get him a range. What a nice priest. Oh. Am I going to be able to reach him from here? Oh, look at this! Oh, yeah, baby! Come on, burn him!
Yeah, baby!
Oh, yeah, just fry him. Don't kill him there, I won't be able to loot him. No! What have I done? Oh, no! He blew up halfway. He blew up halfway down the mountain.
The accent. What is he, Australian?
What have I done?
I don't know.
Fucking what have I done?
Where is he?
Motherfucker! I can't get it! Oh, no! No!
Sure you can. You can.
Clip that shit.
No, I don't think you can get it.
What the fuck, man? That's my loot. I'm broke. I've got 8 gold. My fat loot is halfway down the mountain. No. I've been waiting to get revenge against that bastard because he almost killed my fucking naked mage. No. You utter bastard.
So he's just killing, and all of a sudden the Volcan's gonna show up in Red Ridge. Watch this. This ought to be funny.
Alone be praised.
Oh, fuck me.
Look at this. He's got like an add-on that tells him when the certain units nearby. Shit, I need to install that, man.
Holy shit.
Look at that.
Holy shit.
He's going after another player.
Volfer.
Now, don't swim where he's swimming because there's an elite lake. There's an elite sea monster in here. The Threshers. There's an elite one that swims right where he's going. Oh, he's a druid though.
Holy fuck.
Doesn't show it, but if you would have swam much further, you would have swam right into an elite Thresher. Yeah, that's interesting. They had an add-on that told him. Hey, what's up, Bro Haggany? It's interesting. They had an add-on that told him that Volcan was near. I don't have that add-on. Wonder what that is. Might be this maybe kill track. You know how many times you no, that's not it. I wonder what maybe one of you guys in the stream, I don't know, I'm not sure what add-on he had that actually showed him that a specific mob was nearby. We had another death, it looks like. Oh, it's just a level 9. Hey, Transmog Systems, I I don't know. I'm not a big fan of them. I'm not really a big fan of transmog. I don't have a problem with maybe like, yeah, I'm not really a big fan of transmog. I think as long as the game has a large variety of gear, then I'm not a fan. Now, if there was a game, yeah, I'm not really a fan of transmog. I mean, it is fun. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I've gone and farmed dungeons in WoW for certain gear because I wanted to transmog it because it looks cool. So it's cool and it's fun, but I think for the integrity of the game and for the game to remain as close to like a fantasy world that has some sort of, I don't want to say realism or some sort of sense of immersion, I think that transmog ruins that. You know, you're basically, people could be running around in the best gear and transmog it look like they're wearing rags, and I think that takes away from the immersive element of the MMO. So I'm not a fan of transmog. Yeah, and I think the fact that you had to hold that onto that gear makes it more immersive. I mean, you actually had to go get the gear, keep the gear, and that made the gear that you have in your bank that you could put on at any moment's notice more valuable, more like there's more validity to it. Like you'd go in the world and you'd see somebody with a really cool outfit, like, wow, where did he get that? Or you know, you're like, well, I used to maybe have that, but I couldn't afford to hold on to it because I just didn't want to use all my inventory for that. So it made you have to pick and choose what gear you wanted to hold on to. So it made your choices as to what gear you wanted to keep for RPing or for the look more valuable and more important to you as a player, as opposed to, well, I can just have any limitless amount of transmogs, because the way Blizzard does it, you just add it to your library. It doesn't even take up bank space. So yeah, I'm definitely not a fan of transmog, but I understand the appeal, of course. I mean, I think it's, I think that's what makes retail WoW so much a fashion, mount collection. It's like a mobile mount collection fashion achievement game. You might as well just turn it into a mobile game, because you've taken away so many elements that make the game really a really good fantasy MMORPG. I don't look at it as an MMORPG anymore. I just look at it as like an achievement mount like e-peener game. It's just, I don't look at retail WoW the same as I look at classic WoW. And even classic WoW is not like it used to be. I mean, it's never going to be what it was, back in 2004, because, the internet really changed things. Having the wealth of information online really ruins MMOs. And then most MMOs, by the time they actually launch, most people know most of the game already before they even step into the game and play it, because they've watched other people play it in betas, they've watched the dev streams, they've read up on it on articles online. I mean, it's ridiculous. You'll walk into the game and you'll know so much about the game, so much about the characters, so much about the mechanics. Maybe you might even know all the quests from like level 0 to 20 or something, because you've seen people do them in streams, in betas and alphas. And to me, that really hurts. That really sucks. Basically, you don't have that sense of wonder of just stepping into an MMO without knowing anything about it other than it's just an MMO. You might have a little bit of information, and that's great. You step into this game and everything's new, everything's shiny, Yeah, I think the ultra realistic VR is a good one, Mason. I think you can make an ultra realistic MMO VR. I think it's down the road, but it will happen. I mean, when you watch like Ready Player One, the way, they're definitely going to have stuff like that eventually. And I agree with you about the meta. They meta the shit to death. It's stupid. But I think you just need to be as smart as a developer, as a game developer, and come out with something and do it in a way that you prevent the public from really learning about the game. No alphas, no betas. You don't have all that shit. I mean, I don't need you guys to play my game to let me know that my game's good. I've played enough MMOs that I understand, you know, if my game is good. You know, I'm going to understand if it's worth playing, you know. I mean, I'm going to have enough experience. Look at this. I'm like, I hate how when you fly in vanilla, how it flies to every, like, flight path. It's like, if it just took a straight line from here to here, you know, as opposed to, like, zigzagging to every flight path. It's so annoying. Well, they can definitely go back to that. They could definitely go back to the mysterious sort of feeling in that you don't know what the game's about. You don't know the content of the game because it's never been released. So you have to buy the game, play the game, and you're not going to know anything. I mean, you walk into the world, you don't really know what the cities are called. You don't know, might not even know what the races are. I mean, you might know the names of them, but if you don't release the information, right? So let me give you a pitch. You know, I've got a new MMO that's got a race of beings called the Shreen, called the Velen, and called the Humans. 3 races. And my game is high fantasy. And that's it. That's all you know. But if you want to play my game, pay whatever, pay $20, buy the game and play it. But that's all I'm going to tell you. You're not going to know anything until you go in and play it. I'm not going to release anything to publishers. I'm not going to release anything to, like, the media, to the Gotaku, or whatever stupid websites. You know what I mean? I'm not going to release that information out, so people just don't know. I think what really hurts, I know what really hurts MMOs nowadays. The reason we see people play MMOs for, like, 2 or 3 weeks or even 3 months and then quit is because they've already played the MMOs for, like, 6 months before the MMOs even came out. Because they've already played the alphas, they've already played the betas, they've played the closed betas, they've played the open betas. You know, and then they've watched people stream the closed betas, they've watched people stream the open betas, they've read articles on it. You know, it's like they've played the game for a year before they've even stepped into the game. You know, and I hate that. And I think that's one of the biggest reasons that you see people rush to these MMOs, and then within a few weeks they just, you know, they start dwindling out because they've already know so much about the game. Of course, most of it is because the game isn't that good. I mean, the game has to be good, obviously. But that sense of wonder, I think, of learning the game. I mean, again, if the game's shit at the bottom, you know, you're going to find out eventually anyway and leave, but really just that sense of wonder is never really there when you play MMOs anymore because you already know too much about the game. Yeah. Yeah, I don't even think about the Nax raids and all that stuff. I don't even consider that's the min-maxing stuff is just so ridiculous. I mean, like I said, I mean, I love Cargos. He's a nice guy, but even he, like, when you watch Cargos' stream, I was watching a few minutes of it today or before I jumped in here, and even he's trying to grab, but there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, he's trying to grab as much as he can to help him along the way. You know, he's farming the mongoose. He went into Altrock Valley to get the ice barb spear. You know, he's going into Fellwood to get the songflower. He's getting the tubers. He's getting maybe the, the Noggenfogger elixir. I mean, he's doing all of these things to help his character become more survivable. But I'm not going to do any of that. I could care less. I mean, it's cool if you want to do that. But I'm just leveling. And I'm just enjoying leveling the game, doing a few quests here, killing mobs, you know. Maybe, you know, working on my blacksmithing. I'm not really too concerned about trying to min-max. I'm not saying, well, I have to have this, or I have to have the Light of a Loon because that's my oh shit thing. And, you know, I mean, I'm trying to base me getting to 16 more on just being smart with my engagements, you know, being smart with how I play the character. You know, skill of knowing how to approach combat and how to approach situations and how to get out of situations is what I'm hoping will keep me alive, not the fact that I've got 10,000 different types of potions and 10,000 different types of things I can pop when the shit hits the fan, you know, like, oh my god, which is cool, there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm not really going to spend that much effort trying to get all of those nice to haves, you know. I can only stream for a few more minutes because I got to get back to work, but yeah, you know, I think it's very difficult to keep an MMO, like, to keep it secret, to Because everybody's going to want to know. If you're making an MMO, people are going to know what's it about. You know, what are the mechanics? You know, and all that stuff. And I will. You know what? What I need to do is I want to put together an exercise, and I'm going to put up a. You know, what would be really funny is if I put together a video of describing my MMO that I'm making, which, you know, probably never come out, but it's one that I'm actively, like, you know, thinking about and coming up with systems for it, and coming up with the background story of the characters, the races in the world, and all that. Just as an exercise, because I find it very fun to do that, because I'm very much into, you know, fantasy and writing and that kind of stuff. So it's fun. But what would be really fun exercise would be to go ahead and create some sort of a trailer video for it, just like, you know, show some artwork or something, just whatever artwork I could even find. It doesn't have to be my artwork, because it would be kind of like a gag thing, you know what I mean? But I would put together, like, a video, and I would talk about the MMO, and I would talk about, like, some of the basic ideas and systems of the game, and just put it out there on YouTube and see if people stumbled across it and be like, whoa, what's this new MMO? Oh my god, look at this. Would be a really funny exercise, you know. Crap, there's a druid here. I hope he's not here to get my ore. Ah. Yeah, I think it'd be fun. I took a class at the Art Institute of Chicago on computer animation, like literally way back in, like a long time ago. I took that class in probably like 94, 95. I was immediately the best student in class. I know that because, you know, because my teacher, like when he went away for a conference and he couldn't teach the class one day, he just put me in charge. He's like, Julian, he's like, if anybody has any problems doing any of the exercises, you just, you know, you take over. Because I was like the best student. But yeah, I love computer animation. I love character modeling. I love all that stuff. I love fantasy. I love writing. I love art. I love music. I mean, I would love to have just been born to be like a one man MMO creation god, you know, where I did everything. Like I did all the writing, I did all the backstory, I did all the artwork, I did all the concept, I did all the level design. The only thing I really don't want to do is all the coding, and that's the funny part, because that's what I do for a job every day is code. And that's the one thing I'm least interested in doing, you know, is writing all like the game engine code and stuff. Because to me, that's the least exciting part. You know what I mean? No, we were using Strata Studio Pro. I mean, 3ds Max was certainly around. I'd actually played her with 3ds Max a little, but actually, my teacher Joshua Mosley, you can look him up. Let's see. I actually haven't looked him up in a long time. I hope he wasn't the guy charged with murder. This is him. Yeah, I think this is my teacher, Joshua Mosley. You can see he's an animator. Professor of Fine Arts, School of Design, University of Pennsylvania. He was MFA. Yeah, see, he's MFA, BFA from the School of Art Institute of Chicago. He's a recipient of several fellowships, including blah, blah, blah. Yeah, this is my teacher at the Art Institute. He's a really good teacher. Yeah, we were using Strata Studio Pro. Which is actually, you know, Strata was really known for its rendering engine. Strata's rendering engine was really good. I like coding. I code all day. You know, I mean, that's what I do for a living. But, you know, doing the programming, let's be honest, it's not that I don't like it or would. It's just that it's not easy. It's not easy stuff. You know, coding game engine stuff is a lot of hard work. You know, it's just, you know, I think because I do programming all the time, all day, every day, it's probably something I'd be like, well, it'd feel too much like my regular job, to be honest with you. So coming up with the story, the characters, the world, and the history of the world, and the lore of the game, and maybe creating some of the artwork for, you know, the character models, you know, the clothes, the, you know, all that kind of stuff. The concept art would be a lot more exciting to me, you know. It's just a lot of work. I mean, there's some really good videos out, some really good YouTubers out there. If you
Lovely.
that I watched quite a bit. And what's the guy? Yeah, Matthew Scott's not Matthew Scott. I'm sorry. Yan Sculpts is great for 3D sculpting, but let's see. You know, these are all good. Brackus is good. This guy, no, it's not that guy. There's one guy that has a whole series where he's basically creating a combat system that's like Souls, like Dark Souls, and it's pretty impressive what he's doing. I'm sure I've got his YouTube in here somewhere, but I haven't looked at his site in a while. I'm looking for a certain... Jason Wyman's really good. If you guys want to learn game programming, he's really good. He uses Unity, though, and I kind of went back and forth on whether I wanted to use Unity or Unreal Engine. But after seeing the Unreal Engine 5 demo, you know... Shit. There's a rare elite boss here, which isn't normally here.
Lovely.
He's a level 32 elite, damn it. And he's going to be in my way from getting that ore over there, too, and the chest.
Lovely.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Shit. Don't fly all the way over here, Mr. Hair Razor, whatever your name is. You see how he's still coming? I'm sure he won't come down here, though. He probably would stop. Well, he's still coming. I don't want to attack all the 32 gold elite. Yeah, the networking part is definitely probably some of the most difficult parts. I mean, just writing the objects and the classes and the containers is but really, you know, doing the game loop and just determining where objects are in the world is in relation to the character, figuring out the level, you know, the LOD maps, you know, a lot of that stuff. But I've never seen this elite before. Art Razor, is that his name? No, we're not gonna go. Unfortunately, I wanted to go over there to get the ore, but I don't think I'll be able to do it because he's gonna aggro to me. There's also a treasure chest over there that I would love to get, but again, I don't think I can do that either. I want to jump off here and see if I can land up there, but if I miss, it might kill me, so we won't do that. Yeah, but where's the guy? There's this one guy who does a really good job of game design. Giant M's fantastic. This guy's really good. If you guys want to learn some Blender stuff, he's really good. Of course, Blender Guru, you know, he's good. CG Geek he's not bad. He does some interesting stuff. Miz does a couple decent things. I can't find the guy I'm looking for. He basically he's doing a whole series on game engines, and that's what's so cool about him, is he's one of these guys that he actually worked for EA Sports for a while and then works for a different company. So now I think he works on his own. Where is he? Of course, WL, this guy does great art. He's a great digital painter. Rocket Jump Ninja does a great mouse reviews. Brackus, again, 3D stuff. Fever doesn't stream anymore. I don't know whatever happened to Fever. He used to do a lot of MMO content, but he hasn't done anything in over a year, so I'm not sure what happened to Fever. Yeah, I don't see him. Grant's my favorite. Grant's one of my all-time YouTube favorite streamers. If you guys want to learn about like art, like sculpting and animation and stuff, and just general art tips and tricks, he even does reviews on like kind of like, you know, tablets and certain tools you might use as a 3D artist. But I love Grant. He's just such a super nice person. I cannot believe I can't find this guy. I'm just trying to find it before I go back to work, because I have to get back to work, guys. But he does a whole video series on like creating your own game engine from scratch, and it's actually really good. Oh well, I don't see it. Thomas Brush is pretty cool. If you guys check out Thomas Brush, he's a video game developer, and he has some pretty interesting videos. Here it is, the Cherno, this guy. This guy is great. If you guys want to learn 3D game engine design, he does a whole series on it. He does a whole series on C++ game development, which is really good. I've watched some of that. But his game engine series is really cool.
I can't believe it. It's here. It's time. Hey, what's up guys? My name is Cherno. Welcome to this announcement video because we are about to begin the game engine series. Yes, you heard me right. I can't believe how long it's been. I'm so excited to say this, but that's...
So he's done, if you look at the playlist here, he's done 92 videos on creating a game engine from scratch. And he keeps the videos to like 30 minutes each, which is really cool. Let's see, the last video he
Hey, what's up guys? My name
last video he did was October, so it actually was fairly recently.
is Cherno. Welcome back to my game and...
But yeah, it's pretty good. If you guys are interested in game engine, I definitely check out that. But anyways, I got to get out of here, guys. I got to get back to work. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll probably be streaming sometime tonight. I don't know. Tomorrow I might not be streaming at all. Tomorrow my wife's got a bunch of friends coming over to the apartment to hang out. I might end up having to be social, which, you know me, I'm not normally that social. So I might have to like hang out with my wife and her friends and just be like the good husband. Thursday I'm going to a wedding, but that means I'm probably, I think the wedding's in, I guess, the afternoon. I don't remember exactly what time, but I'm going to guess it's in the afternoon. So I might be streaming Thursday morning quite a bit because I'm off that whole day for the wedding. And so we'll find out. But anyways, yeah, we'll hopefully get to, I'd love to get to 40 by like Saturday. If I could get to 40 by Saturday, that'd be pretty cool. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Hope you guys have a great day. Peace out.